What's going on tonight, guys? Okay, so we are working back on the Suburban. I need to clean the channel out. I got a bunch of the seals. Here, I'll come show you these real quick. We ended up getting a bunch of seals in from LMC because they're the only place that has them. So, as well as I ordered a couple of what I believe broke, which is the cam for the lock, as well as some more of the glass channel rubber. I ordered a few of those, as well as a couple of gaskets I didn't get the first time when we ordered. So I'm going to go through real quick, and we are going to knock out the rest of the gaskets in here that I left in here previously. It looks like there's some spider activity. So, but that'll hopefully allow us to pull this thing out of the garage, where I would like to start storing the 84 once more. Now we're going to clean the channel. So next up, we're going to go over one more time with dry cloth to make sure everything's good, but we're going to be installing 386982, which is the surround for Suburbans, and I believe it was non-removable hardtop, non-removable hardtop Blazers as well, from what I recall. So obviously do your homework. If you are doing something like this, make sure that that is the correct one. This is an 87 Suburban. Obviously the top does not come off. It'd be a lot cooler if it did, but it does not. So this is the one that we are going to use. So I'm just going over one more time to kind of lap up any moisture I can to before I start to put this in, because a lot of this ends up being like a stick-on adhesive. As you saw there, it was pretty gnarly before. Stick-on adhesion and moisture do not usually mix, or they do not mix well. So, just hitting it up one last time to kind of get it as good as I can. So, then we're just going to kind of start slow and work our way around. So, looking at this, it appears that that one's right there. So, kind of an interesting design, but it is what it is. So, let's see. Okay. I'm going to start on this side because it's a little bit easier for me. I'm going to take off this section right here before I do anything else, because we are basically going to start right there. There's no other adhesive from what I can see. So, now, taking the screws we just removed. Find the home form. Yeah, it's really nice to see some nice new felt in there. Very, very nice. These square bodies have a really bad issue. I'm not so much sure if the Suburbans do, but I know the pickups do, where like the felt doesn't like look like it goes in the right area. So just keep that in mind. Kind of weird. I'm pretty pleased with the fitment of this so far. So we're going to keep going. and see how far we can make it. So we'll fix that, but so the seal overall, pretty nice for what it is. I'm not so concerned with this because when the window goes back up, we'll be able to get it all snugged up. So now I was thinking about the best way to do this. I'm actually going to put the tailgate back on, and that'll give me a nice level area to pull out the glass. So, in my miscellaneous bag of goodies, one thing I want to knock out real quick, just because I have them, I ordered these inner hinge seals. So these should go on the actual plates. So these ones directly. Yep, and these ones already had some on there that are just completely wore out. Not really surprising, but quickly put this up with a little bit of cleaner. And these are some of the quality of life things that I'm trying to do while we're doing this, just because I want to. I really want this thing to be really nice when we're done, and ideally this will be. You know, I was going back and forth if I should say it, but ideally this would be the ideal last time that we have to take this apart. But we will see if that is the case or not. So. I did order 2 of the cams to be safe, rather than just the one and be in the same position that we were last time. So I'm actually going to take this one off. Yep. So, should just apply just like that. This is a little cold, not a big deal. We'll stretch it a bit, and then once it's on, it'll have some positive compression for quite some time, just like that. I do appreciate that the screws are painted. That is a little nice quality of life detail that GM did on this. Okay, so since this thing is broken, I'm not going to be able to just, simply drop down the handle. I'm pretty sure that on this I'm going to need to go in with a pair of flex head wrenches and hopefully get it out. So I'm going to start with a half and see if that's the correct size. So as you can see, the window moves free now. So now I'm just going to pry it straight out this way. That should give me access to everything. Yep. Just like that. Whew. Okay. So, from what I recall, let's see if we can find the bolt that we dropped. right about neutral. I'm going to move this out of the way now. So, if you guys can see that right there, so there's not really a good way to put that, but this is the cam, and there should be sides on there, and there's not, because it's broken. Yay! So, essentially that E-clip needs to come off, but I believe I should be able to just go down there with two, to get those two bolts out, and it'll drop out the whole assembly. So I'm just going to move this over now, just like that. Okay, I'm going to put these in just to make our lives a little bit easier. There we go. That was the culprit the whole time. I thought it was, based on how it felt. Basically, it just sheared the teeth off, the ears off of the piece. So, very, very frustrating because that was not an easy one to move. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there they are, too. See? Just like that. Sheared them both off, and I was not even going that hard. Very, very frustrating, but it's out, it's apart. So now just to change it and move on. All we need is a simple little screwdriver. What I recall, we should be able to very easily pop that out, pop a new one back in, and call it a day. So here's this design. A little cautious about this because I'm not sure about how it's gonna go, but you know, I mean, like, the install is easy. It's just the it's if it's gonna break another one. But I did order two. And that's it, right there. So that's all that's needed. I mean, it's frustrating that that was the whole issue that we had, where we couldn't bring it up. So very, very frustrating. But you know what? You live and you learn. I did order new inner and outer gaskets for the window tracks, but I don't think we're going to put those in tonight. Those look like they're a little bit more involved, and this tailgate's not hard to take apart, so... I installed it upside down. That's a fun one. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, on the plus side, at least it's not that much work. this quality is absolutely atrocious. Like now this is wanting to fall out even though everything is secure. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't even know what I can do anymore at this point. Like this is just obnoxious. Like how can you be that bad? Well, she somehow made it up. So the camera was dying. It's not like you guys didn't see anything. I just or missed anything. I just literally went and changed the battery. So I can't believe that this thing's already skipping. It's like this is ridiculous, to be honest with you, like to the point where I'm just going to order a different handle off of Amazon, and hopefully that one will be good. So, well, thankfully now this is up, so now the Suburban can come out, the 84 can come back in, and I have a bunch of stuff I have to move off all the way across, just because unfortunately I was like saving a couple of things for some projects, but then once the 84 is in, it's go time on the Mustang. So we'll be moving forward with that, and you guys will see more of that, I promise. So thanks for joining me tonight. I know it's been a couple of days in between me pulling off the tailgate, doing a couple of things with that, ordering some parts, ordering some seals. So thanks for sticking along for the ride, and see you guys next time.